Hey guys, it's Nicole. I'm back with another video, and today I want to talk about some more celebrity gossip. I kind of post that every now and then, and I like going in the direction that I'm going because I think it's important to point out that celebrity gossip can be fun, but we really need to be careful what we spread around because we don't know these people. We don't. There's such a unique relationship between the public and celebrities that I think it makes the public and people feel like they know these people, but they don't. They don't know them personally. They only know what's put out there and curated for the public. But there are rumors that go around and they can be really hurtful. But also at the same time, it's kind of human nature to be curious and talk about these things. So let's balance it out. This is going to be a video where we talk about the facts of things and not the speculation of things. I mean, I'll point out the speculations, but I will make sure we know that they are speculations and that they're not true necessarily. So this is going to be about Ariana Grande and Ethan Slater. And I know many people have heard about this relationship because yes, they are in a relationship. And there's definitely a lot behind this. It's the speculations and the rumors are so messy, but I thought what I would do is kind of go through the actual timeline of things that happened and point out the things that are just speculation so that we're all like aware that most of the things we know about this are probably made up. So this is an article from Us Weekly. And as we know, Ariana Grande and Ethan Slater have been working on and starred in the new Wicked movie. And so this is just according to this article, so who knows how true it is. But according to Us Weekly, they confirmed in July 2023 that the two of them were in a fairly new relationship following their respective breakups. So, and I remember that news breaking, and I think that is when they started dating, but hard to know because I don't know how much I trust like gossip blogs. So according to Us Weekly, news broke that same month that Ariana Grande and her husband at the time, Dalton Gomez, called it quits after 2 years of marriage. Then, it seems like just a little bit later, Ethan Slater filed for divorce from his wife, Lily J. And it seems like both of this kind of happened right after their relationship made headlines. So it does seem to be true that they started dating and then they announced that they had already left their partners. So after keeping their relationship under the radar in summer 2023, Grande and Slater began stepping out together that September. And so you would see them in public together as a couple. So the actual timeline itself looks like in December 2022 is when they started filming, or like they were just about to start filming in like December 2022 or like January that following month. And so they had met then, and then the actual timeline is they started dating in July 2023. And then you could see them out in public as a couple in September 2023. And then okay, this is speculation, so I'm not going to count that in the timeline. But what it looks like is each of them would be doing work and they would go to each other's shows because they would be spotted there. So they were supporting each other's work. And seems like just being in their relationship. This is from February this year, 2024, where Ariana Grande was on an episode of the Zach Sang Show. Maybe it's a podcast. And she said, I feel like we don't need to go into any specifics, but of course, there's like an insatiable frustration, inexplicable, hellish feeling with watching people misunderstand the people you love and you in anything. So here it says they were spotted at CinemaCon 2024 in Las Vegas to promote Wicked. And according to this, they were spotted kissing. So they're still, in their relationship. Everything's good. 2024 in April. Same thing in June. And this is a quote from Ethan. And it says that it's GQ interviewed him, and he said, obviously it was a really super big year, and I think there was something that was really difficult about things in your private life being commented on and looked at by the public. There were a lot of big changes in private lives that were really happening, so it's really hard to see people who don't know anything about what's happening commenting on it and speculating, and then getting things wrong about the people you love. So just to address that part of it, that feels really hard. Okay, so that seems like the timeline. Now, what I have heard from before, like I remember last year, these speculations, the rumors were that they were kind of already in a relationship, or at least things were happening, and then they left their partners. Obviously, from their account, it seems like that's not true. So I think we should take them at face value because we don't know. It's so easy to assume that they were cheating, but we don't know because we don't know them. We weren't there. Now, the other thing that I remember coming up is that people are kind of looking down on, I think, both of them. Him, because he just left his wife, who I remember reading was his high school sweetheart, and they just had a child, so I think their child was 1, and then he divorced her and started dating Ariana Grande. And the other thing that was really spiraling out of control on the internet that I kept hearing was that Ariana Grande is a homewrecker. And people were like digging into her past relationships and saying like, oh, she started dating this person and they were like, it was so close to like the person that guy was already dating, and like it seems a little fishy, like maybe she's like doing this over and over again, just like taking people and home wrecking basically. That is such speculation. Oh my god, that is absolutely speculation. If you want to believe that, I can't change your mind because I don't even know her personally, but I mean, guys, like, it's one thing to be saying that kind of thing to your friends or your family or whatever, but going around and commenting on things and writing out tweets or things on threads and being like, oh, she's a homewrecker, she's doing this, that's kind of a lot. We don't know her, and we don't know what actually happened. And I think that it's kind of harmful to keep doing that. And it doesn't matter who it is, how you feel about a person, spreading rumors, because you cannot confirm that that's true. You can't go and say, yeah, like she absolutely broke this person up and this couple up and then started dating the guy. Like you can't, we don't know that. So I just think it can be a little harmful to be spreading all that stuff because there's no way to know it's true. Now, does it seem suspicious? Of course it does. It's the human condition to notice that kind of thing. Like, I remember hearing people were digging into her past relationships, and it wasn't just one relationship that they noticed it in. So sure, does it sound suspicious? Of course it does. Like, it would sound suspicious to anybody. But we don't know for a fact that that's what happened. And I don't think we should go around making those kinds of judgments and making them public. You can make those judgments and talk about it with your friends because that's just how it goes. But I don't think we should be spreading that kind of stuff on the internet. That's how we get this much discourse and hate, is by making things up and just going along with things without confirming them at all. And just being like, this is true no matter what. Like, I don't think that helps anybody. But I think that they make each other happy. It certainly looks that way because there are pictures of them out and about, like at, I think there was like a hockey game, it said, at the different Wicked events. And, you know, they seem happy together, and that's nice. I hope their exes are both doing well. You know, I can't imagine how devastating that was to, you know, end up breaking up. And then to see your ex starting to date someone so publicly, that's definitely hard. But, you know, I think Ariana Grande gets a lot more hate than I think she should, because I don't think she should get any. Nobody should be getting that kind of hate. But what I mean by that is I think that there's a lot of people out there that really don't like her for some reason. Maybe they're jealous. Maybe there's something about her that reminds them of someone else they don't like. And people can kind of take it too far and be spreading those kinds of inaccurate things about her. And I hope this video is a little bit of an encouragement to the other side of the spectrum, where it's okay to talk about speculations, especially in private, not necessarily publicly, but that's what it needs to be clarified. It's a speculation. We don't know that these things are true, and they should not be getting any hate at all, and they certainly shouldn't be getting any hate from stuff that nobody's verified. But I do think she gets a lot of extra hate. I will admit this, though. The one thing I did see that I do agree with is that Ethan Slater kind of looks like Ariana Grande's brother. And, like, I get it. I'm not gonna say, like, ew, she's gross and trying to date her brother, but I do agree that Ethan Slater and Frankie Grande kind of look a little bit alike. And it may be a coincidence. It may be one of those things where it's like someone she grew up to and loved and was close with, like she like somehow managed to become attracted to those kinds of traits, you know? And that may just be what it is. I don't think it's as gross as people are making it out to be. They do definitely look alike, but I don't know that it's that gross. I don't think she's trying to date her brother by dating Ethan. I don't think that's what's happening. But I know that there's a lot of people saying that. I see that in comments everywhere. Anytime I see any kind of like post about her, people are in the comments saying that. And it's getting a little out of hand. It's one thing that when it's just a couple people, but it's like so many people all the time saying that. That's why I think there's a lot of hate towards her. And that I think it's kind of misplaced. I think there's a lot of people that just don't like her. And so they're taking the advantage of all these rumors and all these things and going, hey, look at her. Look how awful she is. When I don't think she's awful, guys. She's a person. And she's great. She's a great singer. She's a great actress. She's a great dancer. Did you see her? If you haven't seen Wicked, go see it. She's a great dancer in that because she's a great dancer. She's great. She's an amazing like artist. And I think that there's a lot of people that are jealous of her. And so I don't like that there's a lot of hate towards her. And I'm not a super fan. Like, I like her music. I enjoy watching the things she does, but I'm not a super fan. I have other artists that I'm a super fan of, and I'm not a super fan. I'm not just defending her because I like her. I'm defending her because I think that there's way too much hate on the internet, and she's getting a lot of it, especially right now because, you know, Wicked in the news and her relationship with Ethan Slater have been just so thrown and shoved down our throats. Don't get me wrong, like, I love Wicked, but yes, it has been shoved down our throats for the past like year or so. And I think that that has just completely culminated in all this hate going towards her. So I don't agree with it. And I think we should do our best to not say those things, but also like maybe point out to people we don't actually know. So we got to stop. And, you know, that's kind of really what I had to say about their relationship. We don't know so much. And we really just get just this cultivated image, whoever it's cultivated by. Because sometimes it's like their own PR teams or something. And sometimes it's tabloids, because tabloids are a thing for some reason still, I guess because people just keep reading them. And it's shoved down our throats and we believe that that's fact. And it's not. It's not fact. These are all wild rumors. So I really think we need to pay attention to that and do our best to remind ourselves of that, which is why I make these videos, because I like doing that. I like making sure we all kind of come back to some rationality here and realizing, hey, these are very cultivated images we're getting of these people because we do not know them, and yet we feel like we know them. And so we need to be careful what we're saying and a little bit of what we're thinking too, because it's okay to make assumptions and talk about the wild speculations with your friends, but it's also important to come back down to earth and be like, well, we don't really know. And we're definitely not going to go spreading this stuff all over the internet. So I hope that this hit somewhere for some people. I know there's going to be a lot of people that if a lot of people see this may disagree with me, and that's okay. I just think that we need to be rational and paying attention to what we're thinking and posting online. And a lot of that comes down to how we see people. And we see a lot of celebrities. So getting to do these kinds of videos where I talk about what we think celebrities are doing is kind of my way of pointing out how much we don't know about things. Because everything I said beforehand, like the timeline of their relationship, that's all we know for sure. And yet all I remember hearing about was how she is a homewrecker and she did all of this and all of her other relationships before. They were dating before they even like broke up with their like, you know, spouses or whatever. And they were cheating on their whatever. And that's all I remember hearing. And so I just feel like that may also be what everyone else is also hearing. And really all we actually know about them is they started dating around this time because they met making the movie. And then this is all we know. We know that they divorced their exes. That's all we know. We don't know anything else. And it can be fun to speculate with your friends, but I don't think we should be posting about it and spreading it. So that's really all I wanted to say about that. And that's really what I think. You can attack me if you want to. I don't think you should. I mean, not just because I wouldn't like it, but because we need to like chill out online with attacking people. But if you disagree, respectfully, you can put it in the comments. And I will absolutely love reading them because I want to interact. I want to see what everybody else thinks. I like having this opportunity to make videos and put them on a platform where other people can comment and things and we can share ideas. I mean, yeah, there's going to be trolls and there's going to be people that are just saying mean things for no reason, but there's also, I'm hoping, people that maybe will share my views or will disagree and for a reason I've never thought of before. So go ahead. I really want to hear what anyone else has to think. Please comment below and let me know what else I missed or whatever you think about this situation. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe you agree with me. And yeah, subscribe to my channel. I make videos and I post every Friday. I'm thinking about posting more frequently and different kinds of content. But for now, it's definitely every Friday morning I post, and I will continue to do that. And please like this video if you enjoyed it, and thank you so much for watching.